Salutations everyone, and welcome back to my channel. On today's program, I am here to discuss The Walking Dead and some news that has dropped from New York Comic Con this past weekend. Yes, I know I'm a few days late in giving my commentary on the news, but hey, real life stuff happens. But anyways, so New York Comic Con happened this past weekend, and AMC had a panel for The Walking Dead, and Lauren Cohan made an appearance at the panel. And come to find out, not only has the show been renewed for season 11, but it's also been confirmed that Lauren Cohan will be returning to reprise her role as Maggie. And we get this article here from Variety, which says AMC renews The Walking Dead for season 11. Lauren Cohan set to return. The Walking Dead has been renewed for an 11th season, AMC announced Saturday. Additionally, Lauren Cohan, who played Maggie Green on the post-apocalyptic drama, will return as a series regular in the new season. It's worked out and we couldn't be more thrilled, said showrunner Angela Kang at the PaleyFest panel for the series Saturday. I think Maggie is a really compelling character and Lauren is such a compelling actress. Added AMC's Network Ent Group and AMC Studios president Sarah Barnett in a statement. The Walking Dead burst out of the gate 10 years ago as a genre show that had all the character depth of a top-tier prestige drama. I'd say maybe the first 6 years or so was top-tier prestige drama, but I digress. And now, 10 years later, led by the brilliant Angela Kang and fueled by one of the most consistently talented casts in television. That I will absolutely agree with. This phenomenon is flourishing creatively, with critics and audiences embracing its reset. We're delighted to welcome back Lauren Cohan. She has meant so much to this show and its passionate global fan base who are in for a fantastic ride over the coming months. The Walking Dead is based on the comic book series written by Robert Kirkman and published by Image Comics. The show, which has spawned a spin-off entitled Fear the Walking Dead and has a third series in the franchise forthcoming as well. An upcoming movie starring Andrew Lincoln is also in the works with Universal and Skybound Entertainment. It's amazing to be on a show that has run this long. It's such a blessing. It's such a testament to all the people who worked on it and made it happen, and the fans who come along the journey with us, said Kang. We're always trying to think as we're working on stories where this might go in the future. So we are always thinking a season or two ahead, but just loosely, like more in terms of what's a part of this person and how might they change over time. And sometimes those plans change along the way, but it just gives us opportunity to just really think in a deeper way about where some of the plot lines that we're working on now are going. That's really a great thing for a creative process. So that pretty much kind of entails what was in the article. So now to give kind of my thoughts on it, I'm really not surprised that the show's been renewed for season 11. I kind of had a feeling that it would. I have my own predictions that I think the show might go as far as series 12. Sorry, that's season 12 in the UK. They call it series for some reason. So I stand by my prediction because the show is going to be coming up on the end of the comic eventually. Now, how I think that Maggie will play a role in this is I am going to go into a little bit of comic spoiler territory, so you guys have been warned. It's really not that big of a spoiler. But in the comic, the group or a portion of the group, including Michonne, go to the Commonwealth, which is a much bigger community just outside in Ohio, which is obviously many, many, many miles away from Alexandria. And as it turns out, Michonne is reunited with her long-lost daughter, Elodie. So I'm thinking probably what's going to happen is that Maggie is going to take the role of Elodie, because if you think about it, Denai Guerrera, she's going to be exiting the show this season, so they're going to need somebody to kind of pick up the pieces or pick up the story pieces of Michonne. So I think that Maggie's probably going to be the one to play the role of Elodie, and maybe Daryl might be the one to be Michonne, or it'd have to be somebody. I'm thinking, well, Daryl and Carol are pretty much the only ones that have a connection to Maggie. Well, I suppose Eugene and Rosita have a connection to Maggie too, especially going back to seasons 4 and 5. And as far as Lauren Cohan coming back to the show, I'm actually kind of surprised by that. So for those of you who don't know, back around the end of season 8, beginning of season 9, there were rumors going around that Lauren Cohan was not happy with her contract and that she wanted more money from AMC. She wasn't exactly looking for parity with Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus, but she wanted a higher pay raise. And I can't say that I blame her. She's been around since season 2, and Maggie's a pretty prominent character. So she ended up leaving at about midway through season 9, and she went on to go film for a show called Whiskey Cavalier, and unfortunately that show was canceled. So now Lauren Cohan is up in limbo, and she, I guess, decided that things were going to work out, or that she was willing to work things out with AMC, because she made the confirmation that she was returning as Maggie, which I'm kind of surprised by. Again, especially if the rumor turns out to be true and it was a pay issue, then yet again, Denai Greer is leaving this season, so I can imagine that AMC thought, well, now that we don't have to pay Denai Greer this much money, we might as well use some of this money to give Lauren Cohan a higher pay raise. So it very well could be that rumor could be legit, and that would totally make sense if, with Denai Greer leaving, that they would have the money to give to Lauren Cohan. But anyways, before I go completely off the rails, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Are you excited about there being a season 11? Are you excited that Lauren Cohan's coming back as Maggie? I'm curious to know your thoughts, so definitely leave a comment down below. And thanks for watching. And until next time, dear friends, this is Cynical Lindsay, signing off.